day, leg day. I'm in the weight room. First things I do is I put on these freaking SBDs because I'm old. I said I wasn't gonna rely on like knee sleeves or straps or wraps, but here I am. I haven't been doing my mobility or anything, so the reason I put them on before I start my mobility or my active movement is when I get sweaty, it's really hard to put these bastards on. So I do what they say to fold them in half, but I also wear like old man socks. So the old man socks help me to slide the knee sleeves on top. So I'll show you how that goes. So if you look here, I have the sleeves directly folded over. Then it says this one is right side, this one's right. So take down my right leg. Okay. Then slide right over my socks. Pull it on top. Go from there. Voila. Knee sleeve on. Yeehaw! I also do a couple of walking lunges just for my body weight, just to open up my hips, get everything moving, hamstring, everything recruiting nicely. I'm gonna hop onto a rack, just like that. Put one of my legs up, and do some gun split squats. I start with the empty bar. My first set's always empty bar, and since my joints are feeling it, I have this ghetto ass BFR, so it's called blood flow restriction. So I tie off my legs and my arms, and just cuts off the venous blood flow. This allows me to not go so heavy as I hold the shit. Basically, just tie off my stuff, pressure. You don't want to you can create some problems for you if you actually have it too tight. There are actually cuffs that measure, but I don't have the resources to afford that stuff. The brand is called Katsu. Super expensive. I got these off Amazon JP for about $30. Really, really useful for me. So I attack the open bar and go from there. So I'll just move up to one plate, then I'll just go. My programming right now is just basically deload. So what I want to do is just pretty much just reach one top set and see how that goes, log it, and when I restart, I'll start a power cycle. I want to get my squat to 4 plates comfortably, real deep, hopefully without these, but we'll see. I also do a bunch of mobility things, just like just these to open up my hips. So, and then I'll do 90-90s. So 90-90 is you want to keep your body nice up and straight. You want to keep your knee down on the floor, just like this. Come down, and raise the back knee, back leg up. Switch. I try to hit about 8 to 10 reps, just as a warm-up. I don't want to make myself too tired. I have limited recovery. When you're working out, you want to make sure that you make every rep count. So I'm actually actively pushing apart the floor, and I'm actually gripping the floor with my feet. Everything is tight. I don't want to lose any tension throughout the movement. In fact, I'm breathing right now because it's kicking my ass. Even 135, damn, I'm out of shape. I squat one plate each time, and then at about 225 for me, it starts to get pretty challenging for 8. So after this, after 225 or 2 plates, I'll wear a belt. Leg press. For leg press, if you go higher on the platform, you get more of a hamstring and glute development. But since I'm focusing on my quads right now, I want just more lower stuff. I can't load it as heavy, and I'm probably going to need some help at some of the stick points. In fact, it's probably too heavy. Points is you want to make sure your back is on this pad. You want to make sure everything is nice and tight. Your safety is here. Make sure your safety is set. Great tension. Rock out. Okay. You don't want to overextend. Just soft rock here. And then here. finisher, leg extensions, quads. The thing about this machine is you always want to make sure your back is not healthy. Slight lean back. You change your body positioning, it changes the way you keep your hip flexors, hamstrings, quads. Everything works together. So I like to keep my butt as neutral as possible. Head's always gonna be straight, not gonna be like this. I'm just gonna cut it up. And I'll change our body position from time to time. My pivot's gonna be lined up exactly where my neck is. And everything looks good. Take a weight, 10 reps. Make sure to hold it at the top for a bit. Squeeze. Be intentional with your reps. Remember, breathe and squeeze the muscles. Connect with them. I usually do 4 sets of leg extensions just to finish off, and then I'll head on my bike and I'll head home and get a meal in. The bike is what I consider my calf and overall recovery. The hard part is I gotta stay disciplined. If I'm not disciplined, I will freaking gun it on my bicycle and spend too much energy. And right now I'm at the peak limit of my energy expenditure. When you're old, man, you gotta actually make sure every rep counts, because other aspects of your life are gonna suffer, right? So just make sure you're not going too hard in the paint. Just gotta figure out if this is your job and you have superior genetics and recovery ability, you go at it, man. But if you're like me, man, I'm done. So if you're ever gonna do any passive type stretching, your classic hold and relax kind of deal, you wanna do that after you're done. Don't do that before. There's some research that shows that it might limit force output. That's if you're trying to get as strong as possible. But in the grand scheme of things, we're just penny pinching, right? So in the grand scheme of things, just do what makes you work out. And if stretching passively makes you feel like you want to move, do that, But just my honest opinion, I would hold off on your passive stretching until after. I would do active, more priming type stuff before you train. And now I'm just hitting my passive, hip openers and sitting in the deep squat for a while. And I like to do this and get myself ready to bike home, nice and relaxed. So when I eat, I'm not in this fight or flight type of mindset, and my body can focus on just getting nutrients to where it needs to be, digesting and stuff. So little things like that make a big difference, So just for what it's worth,